4 is Allan Robertson, and we have a final speaker who is dialed in after Mr. Robertson. Mr. Robertson, welcome.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, supervisors, I want to thank Penelope for her remarks. It took a great deal of bravery, and she exhibited a great deal of skill. And I wish I could claim her as my own, but I'm sure her parents are very proud. It's with a heavy heart and a sober mind that I stand before you again to address saving Lake Accotink. After years of reassurances to the community and cooperation with stakeholders in the community, it came as a great shock to us that Mr. Harrington, the director of the Department of Public Works and Environmental Services, had decided, with the DPWES department, those involved, had decided to not recommend dredging Lake Accotink. So the cost estimate has been going up for dredging. We expected it to go up. It has gone up considerably. We know what the current estimated cost of saving Lake Accotink is. What we don't know is the cost of losing Lake Accotink. That's a question that, respectfully, needs to be answered. So other parks in the county offer recreation, wildlife, similar amenities, but no other park offers the same combination of wildlife, recreation, community, and accessibility that Lake Accotink Park does. The lake is an integral part of that and of great value to the community, particularly, and again, respectfully, this board needs to consider the cost to the low-income residents who use that park. It is within walking distance for a large community that is underserved and in need of the amenities that are there. And that lake, again, is a big part of the amenities that that community needs. Likewise, we must consider Lake Accotink's value to Fairfax County's taxpayers. So the cost has gone up, the estimated cost has gone up in part because of an increase in the amount of sediment that was discovered to be in need of removal. It's a 43% increase over when the project was first suggested or first proposed. Now, we seem to be looking at this as a negative. That's actually backwards. This is a positive. Every cubic yard of sediment that Lake Accotink sequesters has value to this county. That's sediment that isn't going downstream, that isn't going to be affecting Franconia District and Mount Vernon District and the Chesapeake Bay. We need to know what value that is, and the Department of Public Works doesn't know. They do not know. We also need to consider ways to reduce the cost of dredging that has not been properly vetted. There are options for funding that have not been properly vetted. Conowingo Dam is a great example. It's in Maryland on the Susquehanna River. It's on a larger scale, but in a similar circumstance as Lake Accotink. And regarding the value of Lake Accotink, the Chesapeake Bay Ecosystem Service Benefits Study can provide a model. That study determined that the Chesapeake Bay TMDL provides $22.5 billion of value. Lake Accotink has real value in the millions, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars annually. I respectfully ask that this board thoroughly and carefully investigate what that value is. Otherwise, we're gambling on this great community asset. And it seems to me that it's a losing bet at this moment. I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Robertson.